All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's make these babies cry. Bring them. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Hatch it. Slam.
Sony Michel, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. You draw Porter. Go ahead. No. Alert 3.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Under 10. 10. Check the backer.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Jahan, ready? I got it. 36.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Check 50. Shift. Check 24. Watch out. Shift.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ready. 51 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. Hey. Mike 51. Switch. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Zoo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Big stop.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curl.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, Michel. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Cousins from the gun on third, and he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Cousins. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. It's coming this way. Come, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Greystone, travel. Check hot route. Hot. Hit it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's taken in by Henderson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
10 Lobo.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Ready.
They'll drop the throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
Get it.
2nd and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Go wide. Check three.
Down Michelle. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Cousins got his man. That's Harry. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
44's the mark. 44's mark. Check, check. Cover. 44. Mike, 44. Hey, wahoo. Hey, King.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 77 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cousins. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. To the air again, it's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and get out in front of that type of a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On the draw, this is Fournette. He's got a first down and inside of midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. 80 weapons.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 16, Cousins. That'll be caught by Cup. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards.
First down, New England.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
This is Michelle on the counter. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Get it.
A handoff as they run the counter play. It goes airborne. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So, Mike 51, Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 23-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Cousins. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Catch is made by Harry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready? Check. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
A give to Michel running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And a throw right sideline is complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 26-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 2. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Check 31. Check.
Rock it. Ready.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Foxtrot. Yes.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm crack. Hey, pick your game up. Mike, if you...
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays.
He's got daylight, 20, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, Let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Wild Bill. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. This offense once trailed by 2 touchdowns. Now they've got a chance to take the lead. 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jaguars, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.